welcome to Wrestling Junkie, and today we're doing part 2 to our guessing Dave Meltzer star rating matches. Basically how it'll go is I have a set of matches, he has a set of matches, I'm going to give it to him, and he has to guess what star rating it is. Obviously it can go by 0.25, so 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and so on and so forth. How the point system will work is if you get it exactly right, you get 2. And if you get it within 0.25, you get 1 point. So, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, I know this is our second video with this background, but this is now our new permanent background for the foreseeable future, at least. Let us know how you like it. But yeah, I'm happy with what we did here. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, but now we're going to continue to upgrade other things, and yeah, the quality will only get better from here.
Alright, so your first match is Gunther vs. Sheamus at last year's Clash of the Castle. What do you think that match got?
Okay, it was a good match. Very good match. I'll say 4 stars.
Okay, you're going to get 0 points for this first round. It's actually a 5-star match. Wow. So this is one of his matches of the year. I'm pretty sure it wasn't his absolute winner, but this was definitely one of the ones he put up there.
Okay, I can see that for sure. It was good. And for your first one, I have, this is from SummerSlam 2021. This is going to be AJ Styles and Omos versus Randy Orton and Matt Riddle.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure this started off the show, and I'm pretty sure it was a good match. But how good is the real question, and also how good does Dave Meltzer think it is? Because it doesn't matter what the people think; it's what he thinks at the end of the day. I'm gonna go with a 3, just solid 3, just flat out 3.
All right, you'll get 1 point. It was 3.25.
Okay, not bad. That was a match I think I remember was like fairly well because it was obviously Omos is kind of the weakest person in that match and ended up being pretty solid. Alright, so for your next match, okay, we have Theodore Long versus Eric Bischoff at Survivor Series 2005.
Okay, so this is a negative. How negative? I don't remember this match, I'm not gonna lie. I remember it happening, like I remember the names going against each other, but I do not remember watching this match. So I'm going based off of just names. Negative 2. Negative 2.5, I'll say.
Okay, you're going to get 0 points. It was negative 1.5.
Okay.
So, yeah, not a great match by any means, but I mean, kind of expect that when you have Theodore Long, who was a ref before he turned GM for a little while, and then Eric Bischoff, who just sits down and books all the shows, so, yeah.
Alright, and then for your next one, this is going to be Money in the Bank 2019, and this is going to be The Miz versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage match.
Okay. So this can go either way. This could either had enough big moves and a big spots that Dave Meltzer was like, okay, I'll give you guys a high enough rating, or they had none of that and it was just also just bad. So, I'm gonna go 2.75.
You're gonna get 0 points. It was 2.25.
2.25. Okay. Yeah, I mean, kind of expect that because I mean, Shane McMahon was not very great at this point in time. Obviously, Miz was also he's obviously great, but he's also just not. He's not that good of a wrestler, I guess, to carry some other wrestlers. So.
Yeah, and also I didn't remember this match either. I was kind of just going through the Dave Meltzer ranking, just kind of picking out some, and when I seen this match, like I said, I didn't remember, so I actually went back and watched it, and it was actually decent. I would recommend watching it. It's actually pretty good.
All right. So your next match, we have Eddie Guerrero taking on Chris Benoit at Vengeance Day, 2003.
Okay. This was just a singles match.
Yes.
Okay, this was 2003. So this would be around the time that Eddie was like with China and, you know, kayfabe. guess in kayfabe. Obviously, these are two greats, all-time greats. Another match was good, 100%. That's without a doubt. I'll say four. I'll just say a solid 4.
Okay, you're gonna get 2 points. So yeah, 4 is a 4-star match. Yeah, I mean, obviously when you have two great technical wrestlers put together, they just had great chemistry, I guess, on that night, and yeah, very solid match.
And for your match, we're going back quite a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to TLC 2012.
Okay.
Alright, and it's Kofi Kingston versus Wade Barrett. What do you think?
Oh, Kofi Kingston. Okay, Wade Barrett. Huh. Now, Kofi is somebody who I do find as one of the best at this time. He was one of my favorites. Wade Barrett was a great heel at this time. I'm pretty sure this is after the next already split this time. I think this is during his solo run, because I think this is also after the core as well. So, TLC. I'm gonna have to go with a 3.5.
I'm gonna get 0 points. It's actually just three stars.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of maybe this might be a little bit better than Dave Meltzer might have rated, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this one for sure. For your next one, we have, I would say, a very famous match. We have Ken Shamrock versus Owen Hart at SummerSlam 1998 in a Lions Den match.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, this was the first Lions Den match. And the second one would also be Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman, I believe. You said it was Ken Shamrock versus who again?
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, okay. So once again, two really good people. I don't think it would be rated too high because it's Dave Meltzer and it's a Lions Den match. So I don't think it would be rated too high. So I'll go with like a 3.5.
Okay, you're gonna get 2 points on this one. So,
Alright.
yeah, this is one that I think is very obviously infamous. Obviously happened at SummerSlam, so yeah, very good one.
Alrighty. And your next one, I feel like this is a pretty, popular match here that a lot of people enjoyed. And that was going to be No Way Out 2012. CM Punk versus Kane versus Daniel Bryan.
Ooh, okay. Kane, Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk. No Way Out, you said, right?
No Way Out 2012.
I'm gonna go with a 2.75.
You get 0 points again. This is actually a 3.25. Rated a little higher than you thought. And yeah, I remember this match personally too. This was a great match. Yeah, it was great. So yeah, what you got for me now?
So, okay. It's a tag team match between Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman taking on the Hardys at Judgment Day 2002.
2002. So this is the beginning of Brock.
Yeah, it's still same year Brock. He haven't reached a full calendar year on WWE.
So brand new Brock. He wasn't as polished as he is now. Wasn't as, I don't want to say athletic because I mean he's Brock Lesnar, but y'all know what I mean by that. He wasn't as athletic, quote unquote. It's the Hardys, and it's 2002.
Also teaming with Paul Heyman though.
Yeah.
So.
Does Brock need a teammate? Does he need a teammate? He's about to be a tag team champion with Cody Rhodes soon anyway. Let's be real. I'll go with just a straight 3.
Okay, this is a 0 point. You kind of missed about a good little bit. I'll say that it was a 1.25.
Wow.
So
that bad?
So I guess Paul Heyman's. We're put on Paul Heyman because I haven't seen this match. However, I'm just gonna assume that Paul Heyman might be the reason for this match being so low. Because, yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go back and watch that. I'm curious why it's so low. Because it's the Hardy, so you would think it's a lot of like high flying type of shit. Then you got Brock Lesnar, you see a lot of powerhouse type of things. Then you got Paul Heyman, which he'll talk your ear out and make you laugh once or twice. Alright, now for you, I have one of your favorite factions ever. And that's going to be The Shield versus Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre at Fastlane 2019.
Okay.
So 6-man tag.
Yeah, so this is when they finally reformed after a few years of being split and stuff like that. So, okay, because I know they also did a match at Super Showdown, I believe. Because it's 2018, correct?
2019.
2019, okay. I still think that might be correct. Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and who else?
Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre versus The Shield.
Okay.
Fastlane 2019.
I feel like this might be a fairly, not like a high, I'm going to say there were 4, but I think this might be a fairly good match. I'm going to go 3.75.
0
Okay.
again. This was rated really high. It was a 4.5.
Oh, okay.
It was rated really, really high by Dave Meltzer.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a surprise for me too when I seen that. When I seen this list of people, I was like, all right, you know, it's good. Everybody's good, obviously, but I don't think the rating will be that great. But it's a 4.5, so I'm gonna have to go back and catch up on that one, I guess.
No. Alright, so funny enough, you had the Shield. I also have a Shield match. But this is part of the original Shield. So we have the Shield taking on Ryback and Team Hell No at TLC 2012. And obviously, Team Hell No is Daniel Bryan and Kane. So yeah, with also Ryback. So.
Okay. So, obviously, Ryback and the Shield are, they're together forever. Because of the Shield's big entrance. Then X-Pac and Daniel Bryan, a love team, at least by me. I assume other people loved it too. I have a feeling it's not a good rating, but I feel like the people in the match say that it is a good rating. But someone's telling me that's not, so I'm gonna stick with my gut, and I'll go with I'll go to 2.75.
Okay. So again, similar to yours one, this is actually way better. This is a 4.5.
Oh wow. Okay. I figured it was gonna be like where I put it at 2.5, or it's gonna be like at 5. I it could have went either way, sort of. Not surprised though. All right, and now for you, I have 2 of the greatest tag teams at this point of all time. And this is at the Super Showdown 2019, the Revival versus the Usos. 2 of the greatest tag teams of all time, basically.
Oh, okay.
Revival versus Usos, Super Showdown 2019.
Revival is still on FTR, still one of my favorite tag teams right now. Obviously, that banger match with Juice Robinson and Jay White on Collision not too long ago. Usos, obviously phenomenal. But how good could this been that one off chance that they didn't perform that well? That's always the thing, Some nights they're so good on their game, and sometimes it kind of goes down. Dave Meltzer does like FTR. Do you know that? They're probably one of the highest rated tag teams with 5-star matches besides the Young Bucks. So I'm gonna go with a 3.5.
I'm gonna get 0 again.
God, I'm stinking it up today.
2.5.
Oh.
You would think such a legendary match like this, like a tag teams like this, would put on like a show, but apparently not. 2.5 from Mr. Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. All right. So for your final one, now this was personally one of my favorite matches. When I obviously This is a match that I wasn't alive for. However, I went back and watched it, and it's one of my favorite matches, I would say.
Oh.
It's Raven versus Kane versus Big Show at WrestleMania 17 for the Hardcore Championship. And this was kind of like the no DQ match where they commented backstage and stuff like that. And so
I don't remember this match, which is surprising because I'm a pretty big Raven fan. This is another one of those matches that I feel like could go either way. Raven, obviously, that's his thing, hardcore. Big Show, as well, was a hardcore champion. Decent. Now, who was the third you said again?
Kane.
Kane, okay. I think he was also a hardcore champion, actually. I think all three of these people were hardcore champions. WrestleMania 17.
Very famous WrestleMania too.
Yeah. Alright. I'll go 3.25.
Okay, you're gonna get 0 points for this one. It was a 1.75, which I am very upset with because I love this match. It's a hardcore match, one, so it's just a lot of stuff going on, and then they kind of almost immediately split to the outside, and they kind of go through. I think at one point, Big Show goes through like a big pane of glass, and apparently at this same show, they're in a golf cart, and they ran over some cables that was basically the main source of all the power in the entire arena, and it was very close to coming undone apparently. So almost the entire show could have been canceled that night if it wasn't for that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm very upset with this match rating. I might have to talk to Dave Meltzer about this one.
Alright, now I have one for you, and this is gonna be a tricky one, I guess. So you know both of these people.
Okay.
But this is gonna be in the year 2000.
Okay.
So it's Armageddon 2000.
Okay.
Chris Benoit versus Billy Gunn for the Intercontinental Championship.
Chris Benoit versus Billy Gunn for the Intercontinental Championship.
As you know, people at home who might not know, WWE always try pushing Billy Gunn so many times. They tried to just make him that guy so many times. This was one of those times.
Now, Chris Benoit is, in my opinion, one of the best in-ring performers, technical wrestlers. Billy Gunn is somebody who I think might be considered underrated. I don't really know. I find him very entertaining. He's very hard-hitting, very powerful.
I'd say so myself as well.
Very stiff, as some wrestlers have said in the past. How good did they do on this night? Because Chris Benoit is also a little stiff, apparently, from some people who've wrestled with him. So, I feel this might be a high-rated match. But it could also be a very low-rated match. Or it could be a very mid-level match. Anyway, I'm going to go with a 4.25.
So it's a 2.0, so you get no points again. And that leaves us with the final score of 4-1.
I did awfully today.
Hey, last time I got the first 3 right, and then bricked every single shot I took after that, and then you swept me. So this is my turn to sweep back, I guess. That score is 1-1 between us. These Dave Meltzer rankings, and keep in mind, I don't pay attention to anything to really do with Dave Meltzer, to be honest. I don't watch his star ratings. I don't look at them unless we're doing one of these videos. And these are pretty fun, so and y'all seem to like it too, so if y'all like it, let us know. We'll do more of these because they're definitely fun. I enjoy doing these.
Sure. If you have any type of videos like this where you want to go me versus him, let us know down in the comments. Any suggestions? But yeah, this is, like you said, very fun. I enjoy these videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.